Hello and welcome to everyone. Today you are going to see one of the amazing topic Unit 4.2 the luncheon. The luncheon is one of the best unit according to William Somerset Maugham. So it depicts several human traits like struggle, greed, selfishness, responsibility. When he had financial problem, at that time he agrees for a luncheon with a lady who set up a meeting at the Foyer's restaurants. He agreed to go for a restaurant which is far more expensive. Let's see this lesson whether the writers is going there to attend the restaurant for a treat, and what are the women's order the items, whether the writers able to pay the bills. Let's see all in detail, page number 151.
Unit 4.2 The Luncheon means the light lunch or a formal lunch by William Somerset Maugham. Born in 1874 and died in the year 1965, was a distinguished British playwright, novelist and short story writer. He was among the most popular writer of his era and reportedly the highest paid authors during the 1930s. His work is characterized by a clear and adorned style, cosmopolitan settings, and a shrewd understanding of human nature. So we all know that William Somerset Maugham was a distinguished British. He was a playwright, and not only that, he was a good novelist also, and also a good story writer. He was among the most popular writer of his era, means at a span of time. Okay, and reputedly means all the peoples believe that he was the highest paid author during the year 1930s. His work was characterized by a clear, adorned means simple and straightforward style, and cosmopolitans means familiar with many countries settings, and a steward understanding means sharp, or we can say also cunning, also understanding of human nature. Okay, a most delightfully humorous narrative, The Luncheon is a slice of life story about Maugham's luncheon's date proposed to him by a woman whom he hopes is a supporter of his heart. The most delightfully means causes a great pleasures. Humorous means laughter or funny narrative. The lesson, that is the luncheon, is a slice of life. It's a true life story about the writers, about the Maugham's luncheon, that he was proposed to him by a woman to whom he hopes is a supporter means appeals or encourage for his right of his heart. Thank you. I caught sight of her at the play, and in answer to her call, I went over during the interval and sat down beside her. It was long since I had last seen her, and if someone had not mentioned her name, I hardly think I would have recognized her. She addressed me brightly. So I caught of the author see her at the play means the theater, and in answers to her call, and because the lady called the author. Okay, so he was now answering to her call. I went over during the interval and sat beside her. Means now here the author went during the interval of the play and sat down beside her. It was a long since since that I had last seen her. So many years has been passed that the writer had been see her, and if someone had not mentioned, if anyone is not mentioning her name. So I hardly think I would recognize her. So the writer says that hardly think that he was to recognize the lady, that she addressed me brightly means she was spoke to the author in a reflect way. Well, it's many years since we first met. How time does fly. We are none of us getting any anger. Do you remember the first time I saw you? You asked me to lunch on. Well, it's many years since we first met. Even the lady said that yes, we met a long years ago. uh, we first met. How does the time fly means how the time flies very fast quickly, and we have none of us getting means we both of them getting uh, any anger means we become now older. In the past we were young. Okay, so do you remember the first time I saw you? Now here the lady is asking the writer whether do you remember that the first time I met you, that you asked me to luncheon means the writer asked the lady to luncheon means the former lunch. Did I remember? It was 20 years ago and I was living in Paris. I had a tiny apartment and I was earning barely enough money. She had read a book of mine and had written to me about it. I answered thanking her, and presently I received from her another letter saying she was passing through Paris and would like to have a chat with me. Now, did I remember? Means here the writer is remembering that it was a 20 years ago. It was a very long back story, that is about 20 years ago that I was living in Paris. Means the writer was living in Paris. He had a tiny apartment, means a small apartment, and I was earning barely enough money, means almost he was earning a very just few amount of money. She had read a book because the writer should write a book. So due to that, that she means here the lady read a book of mine means was read a writer's book. Okay, had written to me about it means the lady wrote a letter regarding the book written by the writers, and I answers thanking her means here the writers returned a letter again by thanking her, and presently I received uh, another letter means one more letter the writer received from the lady saying that she was passing through the Paris. Means here in that letter the lady mentioned that she was passing through the Paris and would like to have a chat with me, that she want to meet the writer. But her time was limited, and the only free moment she had was on the following Thursday. And would I give her a little luncheon at Foyot's afterwards? Foyot's is a restaurant, and it was so far behind my mean that I had never even thought of going there. I had 80 francs, gold francs, to last me the rest of the month, and a modest luncheon should not cost more than 15. If I cut off coffee for the next 2 weeks, I could manage well enough. Here the writer says that the lady's time was very limited. She had a very few times. Only free moment that she had was not following Thursday, would have give a little luncheon at Foyest afterwards. Even the writer planned to give a lunch for on Thursday at where Foyer's restaurant. It was so far behind my means. It was a costliest restaurant that the writer had never even thought of going there. But due to her, he was planned to go at Foyer's restaurant. That the cost of the that the writer had an 80 franc, means 80 franc, it is an currency of France. Okay, franc means, so he had 80 francs to the last me the rest of the month, because he has to run the month within that amount. So a modest means moderate or small luncheon he had planned to give that lady that is not cost more than 15 franc. The writer planned in such a way, so if so even it planned, if he had given a luncheon to a lady, then it cost that 15, and by that he would cut off the coffee, okay, for the next 2 weeks. So the writer said that he could manage the rest of the day, means well enough it was written here. I answered that I would meet my friend at Foyot's on Thursday at 12:30. She was in appearance imposing rather than attractive, and she gave me the impressions of having more teeth, white and large, and even than were necessary for any practical purpose. So here the writers said to that lady that he will going to meet at Foyer's on Thursday at what time? At 12:30, means 12 and a half. Okay, she was in appearance imposing, means she was a grand and impressive looking rather than attractive. Okay, she was very impressive, and she gave me the impressions. So even while met there, she gave the impressions of having more teeth, means she was having a very large smile. The white large means she's showing a very big smile. Okay, then where necessary for any practical purpose means used to say that one thing has the same effect. She was talkative, but since she seemed to want to talk about me, I was prepared to be an attentive listener. Here the lady was too much talkative, but since she seemed to want to talk about me, means the year the writers want to talk, she was expecting that the writer want to talk, but the writer was prepared to be an attentive listener, means he was completely paying attention toward the lady what she was speaking. I was started when the menu was brought, for the prices were a great deal higher than I had thought, but she reassured me. Now here the writers started the menu which was brought. For the prices, he was looking the prices were a great deal higher than I had thought. What the writer thought, the prices, it was a quite higher price. Okay, the menu, in the menu it was written, or the price were high, but she reassured me. The lady was reassured, meaning means set someone's mind at rest or making feel to less worried. I never eat anything for luncheon, she said. Now here the lady said that she will not going to have anything for luncheon. Okay, she said. Oh, don't say, I answered generously. Here the writers say that, or don't say like that, and he was said in a generously means readiness to give to an order. I never eat more than one thing. I think people eat for too much nowadays. A little fish, perhaps. I wonder if they have any salmon. She said that I never eat more than one thing. But even she gave an example that the people's eating nowadays too much, and she now ordered a little fish. Okay, perhaps the wonder she was that they have any salmon. Salmon means it is a large edible fish. She was ordering for luncheon. Well, it was early in the year for salmon, and it was not on the menu, but I asked the waiter if there was any. So here in the menu card there was no salmon fish. So the writer asked the waiter if there any salmon fish. Okay, yes, a beautiful salmon had just come in. It was the first they had. Now they are started eating a luncheon. The waiter brought a salmon fish. Okay, the first order it was salmon fish. I ordered it for my guest. Even the writer ordered for the lady. She was a guest, no? Okay. The waiter asked her if she would have something while it was being cooked. No, she answered, I never eat more than one thing. Even the waiter also asked now she would have anything, something while it was being cooked. So it take she ordered a salmon fish, so it take a time to being cooked. So that the waiter asking anything else you want. She said no, she don't want it. I never eat. Again she said the same thing, I never eat more than one thing unless you add a little caviar. Now she was ordering the another item, that is ordering a little caviar. Caviar means the eggs of various large fish. I never mind caviar. Means okay. Here the writer said that okay, I never mind caviar. She was now ordering the caviar. What is caviar? Caviar is a eggs of large fish. Okay. I knew I could not afford the caviar, but I could not very well tell her that for myself. I chose the cheapest dish on the menu, and that was a mutton chop. Now the writers knew that you could not afford the caviar. You know that caviar means what? Eggs of a large fish. It was so much costly. So the writers having only that 80 franc. So by that you want to adjust that. So you could not able to afford that. Then to the ladies demanding that. So he was ordering the caviar but could not stop very well. Tell her that the writer could not stop her. Correct? No. For myself I choose. So the writer choose the menu. That is that the cheapest on the menu, that was a mutton chop. I think you are unwise to eat meat. She said, I don't believe in overloading my stomach. Now here the lady said that she thought that the writers is not a sensible to eat the meat, but the writer said that he don't believe that in overloading his stomach. She ate the caviar and she ate the salmon. She talked gaily of art and literature and music, but I wondered what the bill would come to. When my mutton chop arrived, she took me quite seriously to task. Now the lady ate the caviar and also she ate the salmon fish, and she talked gaily means with pleasure and very happily she talked of art and literature and music with such a music tone and louder voice modulation, all in that such a way she was talked, and she was very happy. And she wondered and the writer wonder what the bill would come, because he want to pay that, so he got the tenth quite. So when the mutton chop arrived, means when the writer ordered only the mutton chop, so that it was arrived, so she took me now what quite seriously. Now she was very quiet by arriving the mutton chop seriously. She to task means undertake to do something. I see that you are in a habit of eating heavy luncheon. I am sure it is a mistake. Why don't you follow my example and just eat one thing? Just see, I see that you are in a habit. Now the writer said to that lady that you are having a habit of eating a heavy luncheon, means a formal lunch. Now I'm sure it's a mistake. Why don't you follow my example and just eat one thing? Now the writer said this, why don't you eat one thing? Okay, why don't you follow my example? Now I could not possibly eat anything. Now the lady said that she is not eating anything more unless she had some of those giant asparagus. I should be sorry to leave Paris without having some of them. Now, one more, she ordered that, as that in the Paris restaurant she had arrived. So she would like to order for a giant asparagus, means a vegetable, is a long and greeny vegetable. It is a delicate vegetable because it is very famous food for Paris. So she was now ordering the what? The asparagus. So already what she all ordered? First she ordered the salmon fish, then the next the caviar, means a large eggs of various large fish. Again now she was ordering what? The asparagus. So by this, due to this, my heart sank. I had seen them in the shop and I knew that they were horribly expensive. My mouth had often watered at the sight of them. Now, by ordering one by one, the writers are sang, means you got shocked. I had seen them in the shops. I knew that they were already expensive. Now, already that you have seen that in the shop the asparagus, it was very horribly expensive, means it was more expensive. My mouth had watered at the sight of them, because here the writers got shocked and you got watered also at the sight of them in the restaurant. So I am not in the least hungry, my guest sighed, but if you insist, I don't mind having some asparagus. I ordered them. Now here I am not in the least hungry, means he's not feeling hungry now. The writers, my guest sighed, means she had taken a deep breath by seeing that asparagus. By if you insist, I don't mind having some asparagus. I ordered them. So if you don't mind, so I am going to order the asparagus. Aren't you going to have any? Now again. The lady is asking, do you want anything else? No, I never eat asparagus. Now the writer said that he is not going to eat asparagus. We waited for the asparagus to be cooked. Panic seized me. It was not a question now of how much money I should have left over for the rest of the month, but whether I had enough to pay the bill. It would be mortifying to find myself 10 francs short and be obliged to borrow from my guests. I knew exactly how much I had, and if the bill came to more, I made up my mind that I would put my hand in my pocket and with a dramatic cry start up and say it had been picked. Of course, it would be awkward if she had not money enough either to pay the bill. Then the only thing would be to leave my watch and say I would come back to pay later. Now, here the writer and the lady waited for the asparagus to be cooked. Okay, so panic seized me, means sudden and uncontrollable fear that seized means to take hold of him. He was so much fear due to the bill. The writer, it was a question now how much the money I should have left over for the rest of the month, because the writer want to spend the whole month. So he was so much worrying about the bill, but whether I had enough money to pay the bill. Now the writer is thinking of that, whether he can able to pay the bill. What is the amount? He was so much worrying about that. It would be mortifying to find myself 10 francs short. So he was thought that mortifying means very embarrassed to find myself, means him, that he is thought that 10 franc to be short to pay the bill to be obliged to borrow from my guest. So he thought that to borrow 10 franc from my guest, means from that lady. I knew exactly how much I had. Now you know that already the writer knew that how much he had. How much he had? 80 franc. Okay, if the bill um, came to more, so the writer thought that if the bill come more, then I made my mind. So he was set up that mindset that I would put my hand in my pocket. So he thought, he planned that he would going to put his hand in his pocket with a dramatic cry, means make off, to show off, start up and say it had been picked. So he thought that he will going to pick up the money from his pocket. Of course it would be awkward, means causing difficulty, that if she had not um, money enough either to pay the bill. So the writer thought that the few money that he will going to ask her, awkward means causing difficulty to ask her, but even he had planned to ask the lady a few um, uh, means few amount, that is 10 franc, to pay the bill. Then only think that it would be. So it again one more plan he had, that if the bill would come more, then he will leave his watch. Okay, say I would come back and pay later. So while paying the bill, that he will keep his watch there, and he will said that he will going to pay the amount later. The asparagus appeared. I watched her thrust them down her throat in a large mouthfuls. At last she finished. The waiter brought the asparagus, and I watched her. Here the writer watched her. The thrust them down her throat means she pushed suddenly the asparagus from her throat in a large mouthful, means a huge quantity of food in her mouth. At last she finished the asparagus. Coffee, I said. Yes, just an ice cream and coffee, she answered. I was past caring now, so I ordered coffee for myself and an ice cream and coffee for her. Now, here the writers are ordering the coffee to the waiters. Immediately, the lady also ordered an ice cream and coffee. She answered, the lady demanded. So I was past carrying now. The writers was carrying. Now means he was thinking how you were able to pay the bill. So again, then too he was order a coffee for himself and an ice cream and coffee for the lady. You know, there's one thing I thoroughly believe in, she said as she ate the ice cream. One should always get up from a meal feeling one could eat a little more. Here the lady explaining that one should, okay, one thing I thoroughly believe, that the lady believed that she said to the writer that she ate while eating the ice cream. She said that one should always get up from a meal. Once we are eating a meal, means feeling one should eat a little more. Means she was explaining that we should always eat a meal little more. Now, so by asking the questions, are you still hungry? I asked faintly, means slightly. The writer asking the question whether you are still hungry. Oh, no, I'm not hungry. You see, I don't eat luncheon. I have a cup of coffee in the morning and then dinner, but I never eat more than one thing for luncheon. I was speaking for you. Now, see, almost we know that lot of things she was ordered, salmon, asparagus, everything. Now, what she's telling, just listen. Oh no, I'm not hungry. She said that she was not hungry. I don't eat luncheon. She's not eating a afternoon meal. She said that like that. I have a cup of coffee in the morning. She used to drink cup of coffee in the morning and then directly dinner. And again she was assured that I never eat more than one thing for a luncheon. She never eats like that. She said, I was speaking for you. Now she was telling to author to take some more. Oh, I see. Then a terrible thing happened while we were waiting for the coffee. The head waiter came to help us, bearing a large basket full of huge peaches. But surely peaches were not in season then. Lord knew what they cost. I knew a little later, for my guests, going on with our conversations, absent-mindedly took one. Now, oh, I see then a terrible things happen. Means seriously, the things were going on while we were waiting for the coffee. The lady and the writers were waiting for the coffee. The head waiter that came to help us by bearing a large basket full of huge peaches. Means the head waiter brought there a basket full of peaches. Okay, but surely peaches were not in that season. Then too the waiter bought there, and Lord knew what they cost. Now the writers were worried about what the bill or what the cost. Now how much he has to pay. I knew a little later for my guest going. So the writer knows that his guest, who the lady was going with a conversation. She was continuous talking. Okay, without absent-mindedly means without paying attention, and she took one peach. You see, you have filled your stomach with a lot of meat, my one miserable little chop, and you can't eat any more. But I have just had a snack, and I shall enjoy a peach. Now the woman said that to the writer that you have filled your stomach, means the writer filled his stomach with lot of meat. But the woman said but one thing is miserable, that is a little chop, and you can't eat anymore. Now the lady said that you cannot eat more because already you had a mutton chop. Okay, but I have just had a snack. The lady said that she ate just a snack, small amount of food means, and I shall enjoy a peach. That's why I'm eating now and enjoying a peach, means eating a peach. The bill came, and when I paid it, I found that I had only enough for a quite inadequate tip. Her eyes rested for an instant on the 3 francs I left for the waiter. Now the bill came, and when I paid it, means the writers, how much he had? 80 francs. So he had paid, and I found that I had only enough for a quite inadequate means insufficient, very less amount to pay the tip. Our eyes rested for an instant on the 3 franc, means the lady, the woman looks for the rest of the looks at the 3 franc, so that the writers kept for the tip for the waiter. And I knew that she thought me mean, but when I walked out of the restaurant, I had the whole month before me and not a penny in my pocket. I knew the writers knew that she thought means the lady thought that she was referring, thought me means to refer to a thing of francs. She was taught about the money of the franc. But when I walked out of the restaurant, when the writers came out of the restaurant, and the whole month was before means he was there. He has to actually with that 80 francs he has to run that, but the whole it was expense in the restaurant, so he didn't have, and not a penny in my pocket, means he had no money in his pocket. Follow my examples, he said, as we shook hands, and never eat more than one thing for luncheon. And the lady said that follow my example means to follow our examples. He said, as we shook and means they are shaking their hands and never eat. And again the woman said that she never eat more than one thing for luncheon. Okay, I will do better than that. I retorted, I will eat nothing for dinner tonight. So here the writer thought that he is better than that lady. Aristotle means he thought that to say something, but he didn't say I will eat nothing, means he didn't have money to eat for the dinner. Okay, he didn't have the money, so tonight he was thinking what to do, like that he had the plan. Humorist, he cried gaily and jumping into a cab. You're quite a humorist. Humorist means a person speaking funny, a gay. And she cried means he said very gaily, means joyfully, and jumping into a cab means she entered into a cab. And you're quite humorist. And she said that to a writer that he was a humorist, means a funny and a story writer, like that she said. But I have had my revenge at last. I do not believe that I am a vindictive man, but when the gods take a hand in the matter, it is understandable to observe the result with satisfaction. Today she weighs 21 stone. But here the writer felt somewhat bad about that lady, like I have had my revenge at last, means at last the writer observed that he had taken the, means he has seen the revenge. I do not believe, means the writer didn't believe that I am a vindictive man, means revengeful person. Okay, but when the gods take a hand in the matter, means the writer didn't do anything, but he was believing in the god, so he thought that the god take a hand in the matter, it is understandable, means the things, means it is all done by the god. He believes that it is an understandable to observe the result with satisfaction, means here the writers believing the god and said that if god done anything, means the result will be with the satisfaction. Today she weighs 21 stone, means the what the revenge, do you understand anything? No? Yes. So she weighs 21 stone, means by eating more and more, she gained lot of weight. She puts up more weight, like as previously was what was the writer seen that now the present situation she weighed more as before. The 21 stone means 21 stone means 21 kg, she was put more weight. Thank you students for your cooperation and patiently listen the video. Thanks for watching.